The passport bro movement in America exists because men in America, they lack motivation, they're mediocre, and women in America have to work.
When did American women just start repeating the same thing men have said about them and calling it fact? It doesn't make sense to me. It makes you look silly. It makes you look desperate. It makes you look stupid, actually. The thing is that the reason Passport Brothers exist is because they are done with American women. They want nothing to do with them anymore. That's the only reason they exist. Not because they're weak, not because it takes more money, not because you're more hard to manage. It's just because we're done. We don't want to deal with you anymore. We found the better quality of women. And if you have traveled the world and you had any money, you would know that people around the world are just as good as the American people. And you're racist. And you always have been. Every time you say anything about these women in other countries being lesser than you, they're better than you. You just proved it.
So I married a Japanese woman. She's absolutely awesome. Let me tell you a little story. For around 10 years, I was dating around in the West. A number of terrible relationships full of shit testing, shit talking, downright emotional abuse, really. My heart completely shut. I just couldn't open up to anyone anymore. Then I went to Japan, and within 3 months, I met my wife. She was just so caring, so supportive. She genuinely wished for me to feel happy. She was the one who finally managed to unlock my heart. I fell for her. I don't wonder at all why #passport bros exist.
These Western women keep calling the passport bro movement a trend. A trend? It's been going on since World War II. These women are panicking because Western men want nothing to do with them, so they start shaming these bros for getting a passport.
Passport bros say Western women are toxic, too fat, and not feminine or traditional enough for their liking. They want submissive women who won't talk back to them or have opinions different from theirs. They want breakfast, lunch, and dinner made for them daily and sex on demand, and they think they are owed that even though they bring nothing to a relationship except money. No personality, no respect, no idea how to pleasure a woman, and no interest in learning, nada. These Western passport bro types don't see that they are even worse than the Western women they are criticizing. A lot of cultures in the West, especially in the United States, might be a complete toxic shit show, but at least Western women are not going in droves to less developed countries trying to buy financially struggling men to be their servants, and talking about them as if they are not actual human beings, but more like they're an object to be picked up at a store or an employee they are hiring. These guys are trying to buy their way through courtship or developing a relationship with a woman based on mutual respect. They want to skip all that and use their financial advantage to attract women who are desperate to get out of undesirable situations. Not surprisingly, most of these countries they are going to find bangmaids in are super misogynistic and have oppressed women into the traditional roles these guys think are so great. If you are one of these passport bro types, you should be deeply ashamed of yourself because you clearly think women are objects to be bought instead of human beings. If you can't find a woman in your own country of millions of people, and you basically have to pay someone to be your partner, the problem is definitely you.
I remember reading an article about women going from the West to South Korea to find a husband because of how popular culture presents Koreans. When a woman does it, Stella is just getting her groove back. Yay, you go girl. A man does it, and he's tagged a predator. I knew a guy 15 years ago who went to the Philippines to marry. He had terrible luck in the United States since he was just an average, short, nondescript guy. She was very attractive, young, educated, and spoke perfect English. He took a lot of criticism, especially from women, about all the same assumptions. Green card, gold digger. He was a sex tourist. He ignored it all as he was completely in love and treated her like a queen. A couple of months ago, I stumbled across his Facebook profile. They are still happily married, and he looks fantastic. His marriage has lasted twice as long so far as mine did to an American woman. Men are going out of the country to find wives because they have lost hope with the women here. White men have been doing it since forever. Passport bros is a more recent thing, primarily dealing with black men who are tired of their options among American black women. I don't blame them one bit, honestly. I'm tired of all races of American women. 100% of my friends who moved abroad, ostensibly for work, but they were perpetually dissatisfied with dating in the United States, got married, and appear to have stable, loving relationships with their wives. 2 taught English in Korea and brought home Korean wives. 1 worked as an expat in HK and brought home a Dutch wife. 1 taught English in mainland China and brought home a Chinese wife. 1 went to the Philippines on a mission trip, usual evangelical bullshit, and brought home a Filipino wife. They did long distance first. Good thing he's in STEM because flights aren't cheap. All of these guys are objectively average to good-looking Caucasians, BMI under 24, not skinny fat, 6 feet tall, graduate school degrees. In the United States, they could pull obese train wrecks for a one-night stand if they really put in the time. Overseas, they were rock stars, capable of dating multiple attractive women at once and receiving a surplus of attention and affection. And yet they chose healthy marriages. In a world that is getting increasingly smaller, if your values align with the culture of another country more than the one you currently reside in, then there should be zero judgment if you decide to uproot and move to where you prosper. If you are a Western man and you want to go to South Asia and marry a woman who is more traditional than the women you date in America, United Kingdom, or Europe, then I have absolutely no issue with it. People, mostly Western women, have observed this and concluded that these emigrating men must be doing this for some malicious gain, such as marrying an underage woman or a woman that they can abuse. Both of these assumptions have been proven to be completely false, and it is an awful conclusion to make about the average passport bro who has given up finding love in the West. Why shouldn't they try elsewhere? She could do it too if she wanted, and men wouldn't judge. As I said earlier, I don't have a problem with passport bros and respect what they're doing. They're simply getting the better deal and seeking women who want them. One thing that people miss about the passport bros is their status overseas. As an American, you're going to be high status. Women will treat you as if you're making 6 figures plus. Women overseas are a great option to find more traditional values. I know people will say that they only want them for their money, but surprisingly, all women want security. They all seek resources from men. At least, overseas, you get more benefits and the women actually like you. One of my uncles would be considered a passport bro. He's been married for a while now to his Filipina, and they have multiple kids. They move between the Philippines and the United States. I do find it funny when women in the West mention women overseas. It's nothing but hate. They say these foreign women are dumb, poor, have low IQ, can't read, only want money, and insert 100 other insults. It's nothing but an attempt to shame men to stay on the plantation. They shame black men. They say, don't go overseas to women who are kind, feminine, cook, bring peace, beautiful, and make your life easy. Stay in the United States where, for most guys, their wives don't really like them. These Western wives simply settled for them once their biological clock started ticking. Western women need to stop calling these passport bros sexpats. Yes, no shit. Men travel for sex. Oh, you're going to a club? Congratulations, you're damn near a sexpat. Going to visit a girl in a different city? Congratulations, you're a sexpat. If the drive for sex wasn't there, dudes wouldn't be going on dates in general. Let's keep things 100. Anyway, that's all for today on Manhood. Remember to smash the like and subscribe buttons, and also, click on the notification bell to be the first to know when I drop a new video. If you find value in my videos, you can show your support through PayPal or Cash App. The links are in the description. See you next time. Cheers.